Hey planner friends! Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be planning from the 30th of May to the 5th of June in my medium passion planner. Let's get started! So the kit that I'm using this week is Venus from Plannerface, and this kit has a few more kind of romantic aspects that I didn't notice until I'd already started laying the kit down, but I still really like how this one turned out, and the colours in this kit were perfect for moving from May into June in my planner. I do PR for Plannerface, so you can use my code in the description to save yourselves a little bit of money and also mention me for a freebie, and the Plannerface 6th anniversary sale is still going on if you are watching this video on the day that it goes up. There's 25% off the whole site with tiered freebies and a couple of kits that are only available this weekend. So while I've been chatting, I've been getting on with the base of my spread. So as always, I've started off by shading in parts of the timelines where I'm going to be asleep, and then going in with my grey Stabilo fine liner to mark in my alarm times and split my personal and where to do sections in half to create some extra checklist space. I also accidentally added an alarm time in on Thursday, even though that is the first of 2 bank holidays this week, so I end up covering that up later. I've then gone in and marked in my work hours, so just from Monday to Wednesday this week, using 2 passion markers, one pink for the days that are in May and one yellow for the days that are in June, and now I'm going in with my Pilot friction pen to write in all of my meals, so breakfast, lunch and dinner for each day. Next, I'm using my pink Stabilo pastel highlighter to highlight over all of the checkboxes in the bottom left hand corner. This is because this page comes before the June monthly in my dated planner, so I decided to use the theme colour for May on most of the highlighting. I'm then highlighting over all of my meals that are in May using that pink Stabilo highlighter, then highlighting all the days in June using my yellow passion marker. This week I'm not colouring in the daily focus boxes of the days where I'm not going to be at work, and you will see why in a minute, but for now let's start getting some stickers down. So first I'm using my meal plan tracker, which is just something that I made in Excel and print off on sticker paper myself, and then I'm adding in the squared off half box from the kit with some deco into the weekly focus box. I'll then finish off my sidebar using one of the habit trackers from the kit and also a full box to cover up the quote section, which I trimmed down on the sticker paper, but it was still a little bit taller than I wanted because I like a little bit of white space between my meal plan tracker and the full box in my sidebar. I also really need to get a new blade for my craft knife because it's getting quite blunt, and whenever I'm worried about cutting through the page I just end up not completely cutting through the sticker, and as you can see it's a little bit messy. So once I've finished trimming off the tiniest, most unnecessary piece of that full box, I can move on to my washi headers. So I've cut one of the 15mm strips from the kit in half to cover my personal and wet to-do list headers and my Space of Infinite Possibility header, and then I've cut a 6mm strip from the second washi piece to create my extra gratitude header for the bottom left hand corner. I'm always a little bit apprehensive about trimming down washi when it's got such a bold print on it, but I think even when it's cut in half you can still tell that this is like flowers and petals. As I mentioned, I haven't coloured in the daily focus boxes of the days where I'm not going to be at work, because instead I decided to cover them up with washi for this week because it was a 4-day bank holiday weekend thanks to the Queen's Platinum Jubilee. Not a huge fan of the monarchy, but I will take an extra day off any day of the week. I then added the weekend banner from the kit over the top of the washi and moved it around a little bit so that you could still actually see the pattern of some of the washi. Oh, and this washi tape is one of the doodle washis from Plannerface, and it has some gold foil on the confetti. So that is the base of my spread all complete. Now we can zoom in and start looking at some actual plans for the week. So zooming in and starting on Monday, the first thing that I'm marking using an event label from the kit and a Joy of Planning Scientist girl is that I was doing some more duty scientist training this day. I'm then using a skinny event label and an envelope doodle from the kit to mark in doing some send outs on Monday as well. I think the way that I mark in work stuff is going to be changing a little bit soon, just because as I get used to my new team, I'm finding that the ways I was marking things previously just aren't really working for me anymore. So on Monday evening I'm using one of my Pinky Stickers printables to mark in a yoga class, which again was online because I cannot get on the yoga class at the gym, and then I'm using a skinny event label with the balloon doodle from the kit to mark in that it was my aunt's birthday. Moving on to Tuesday, I'm marking in that I was working from home using a glitter header from the kit and a work from home script from Plannerface in the daily focus box, and then I'm marking in my first weight session of the week using another Pinky Stickers printable. I was originally planning to have my June monthly uploaded on Tuesday, but it didn't happen, so I'm just using this Monday to Sunday box from the kit that I've cut up to use as washi with a YouTube button icon from Ickle & Co and an upload script from Plannerface, but that does end up moving to Wednesday in the final spread. Moving over to Wednesday, I'm using a quarter box with some deco from the kit to mark in I was covering our email inbox this day, and then I'm using another quarter box with the laptop doodle from the kit to mark in my usual Wednesday afternoon seminar. So that was pretty much it for work this week, and I didn't have a huge amount planned for my bank holiday weekend either, so the rest of this spread is a little bit sparse. The main fun thing that I had planned for my bank holiday weekend is what I'm marking in using a half box with some deco from the kit and a wine doodle from Plannerface, and that was that me and my friend at Cal's New Planner went to see Rocky Horror, which was incredible. Such a fun night, and of course we dressed up, you have to. Flipping over to the second half of the week, I'm first marking in the bank holiday using one of the long flags from the kit and a bank holiday script from Plannerface, and then I'm using a square box with this watering can doodle and some deco from the kit to mark in that I wanted to do some gardening on this day because it was supposed to be the nicest day of the bank holiday. I'm then using in a recycling icon from Plannerface to mark in a reminder to take the recycling out, and finally adding in my PT session for Thursday using an event label and a Joy of Planning weightlifting girl. A lot of the plans for my bank holiday weekend kind of moved around a lot because I didn't have specific times that I really had to do anything. I just kind of guessed when I was setting up this spread. So I've added in a weight session for Friday morning, and now I'm adding in my usual Saturday morning planning time using a flag and the planner doodle from the kit with a planning script from Plannerface, and then a third box with some deco from the kit and an edit script from Plannerface to mark in editing and recording this voiceover. So far I think this planning time is the only sticker that I've put down for the second half of the week that I haven't yet moved. For Saturday afternoon, I've added in another Pinky Stickers printable for another weight session, which has moved to Sunday, and then I'm adding in a half box from the kit for whatever we get up to on Saturday evening. Moving on to Sunday, I'm first adding in the cleaning 3 hot checklist from the kit with the vacuum doodle to mark out a chunk of time to do some cleaning on Sunday morning, and then I'm using another piece of the Monday to Sunday box that I cut up with an upload script from Plannerface and another YouTube button icon from Ickle & Co to mark in uploading this video, and then adding in my final workout for the week, which is the workout I actually did on Saturday, which is just a little bit of cardio. I was super sore from having a PT session and then doing another weight session on consecutive days, so I decided to give myself a little bit of a break. So as usual now, I'm just adding in some of the decorative boxes from the kit to fill in space while I'm at work, and also when I'm probably just going to be chilling at home enjoying my bank holiday. So I've cut down all of these boxes vertically on the sticker paper, and then I'm just trimming them horizontally on my planner so that they fit nicely within the timelines, and then I can finish off the spread by adding in a couple of checklists onto the days where I'm at work to mark in my top 2 or 3 things that I get done each day. For a couple of these checklists, I decided to trim the tiniest piece off the top of them, so there was a little bit of white space between the line that I'd drawn on the paper and the checklist, and another box in a checklist. This was so unnecessary, and I don't think it looks that much better either. So now that I've got all of my stickers down, we can go back in and fill in all of my plans as usual using my Pilot Friction pen. So this week has been pretty decent. I think the 4-day bank holiday weekend has definitely helped, and I also have 2 days off next week, so I'm not going back to work just yet. So the beginning of the week kind of went back to reality with a little bit of a bump after such an amazing My Chemical Romance weekend the weekend before, but I still got loads of work done and I felt really productive. And also last weekend I'd remembered to click and collect my groceries instead of having to go and do all of the shopping on Monday evening, which saved myself a lot of time from just wandering around Tesco. Because it was pretty much impossible to get a delivery slot or a click and collect slot during lockdown, I kind of just completely forgot that it existed, and oh my god, it saves you so much time. Like, I can't believe I forgot it was a thing. But aside from the revelation of a service that I forgot existed, this has been a really good week. Wednesday was amazing. I really enjoyed Rocky Horror. I mean, I always do, but we had the best time, had some drinks, got dressed up, did some singing and dancing along, and yeah, I just love going to see Rocky Horror live because it's got such energy. It's so much fun. And it was kind of like Friday vibes because it was the day before a 4-day bank holiday. Speaking of the bank holiday, I've had a really productive but also really relaxing 4 days so far. So I got some gardening done, I had a really good PT session on Thursday, which I still feel a little bit sore from now, and then we had a couple of friends pop over for the afternoon on Friday. There have been a couple like street parties or like fates and stuff around us, but that's really not my sort of thing. So I've also been using this weekend to just get some of those little jobs done that I've been putting off for weeks, like doing a little bit more gardening and tidying up all of the piles of clean laundry that I just haven't put away. I think most people will agree with me that folding laundry is the worst part of doing laundry. I'm really happy that I still have 2 more days off work after this weekend, so I booked Monday and Tuesday off next week. Originally I wanted to book the Monday to Wednesday off of this week so that I would get like a whole week off for just 3 days of annual leave, but everyone else in my team had the same idea pretty much, so only a couple of us can be off at the same time. But at least that means that today isn't the last day of my weekend. I feel like my voice has got more and more croaky as I've gone through this voiceover, so sorry if I sound like a frog at the moment, but my weekly focus for this week was just that it was the Jubilee weekend, because I didn't really have a lot else planned apart from Rocky Horror and trying to catch up on some bits and pieces that I've been putting off. But that's all of my pre-planning done for this week. Let's take a look at the finished spread. So here's the spread all filled out, and as you can see there has been a lot of change to the second half of the week where I pretty much moved around every sticker that I put down in my pre-planning. But that is why I use removable stickers as much as possible. But I really like how this spread has turned out. I love these colours and I'm excited to start doing some more summery spreads in the coming weeks. So that's everything for this video, friends. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments down below. Drop the video a like if you enjoyed it, and if you're new here, don't forget to subscribe. I'll see you next time. Bye!